Good morning, Chairperson Allen, members of the committee, and committee staff. I am Gabriel Robinson, Director of the DC Department of Motor Vehicles, and I'm pleased to be here to testify before you today. On behalf of Mayor Muriel Bowser, we would like to thank our customers, Chairperson Allen, this committee, and the rest of council for your support. I would like to also congratulate the mayor and her administration for their extraordinary leadership and continued effort to revitalize the District of Columbia. I want to extend a special thank you to all my colleagues at DC DMV for their exceptional dedication and hard work. Team DMV continues to provide outstanding customer service to district residents. As I often say, we are truly saving lives every day. I am pleased to testify and provide testimony on Mayor Bowser's fiscal year 2026 proposed budget, Grow DC. With this budget, Mayor Bowser is continuing to strategically invest in the district's residents by generating new economic activities, creating new jobs, and increasing revenue to support city services and programs, including those at DC DMV, despite projected revenue shortfalls. The Mayor's FY26 proposed budget supports DMV's mission to promote the safe operation of motor vehicles and public safety while providing outstanding customer service. Annually, DC DMV serves approximately 650,000 licensed drivers and identification card holders in the District of Columbia and 310,000 registered vehicle owners. Each year, we collect ticket payments for more than 4 million tickets. We interact with district residents and non-residents with an average of 3,200 daily customer contact, more than almost any other district government agency. In fiscal year 2025 to date, we have met the needs of more than 180,000 customers across our 4 service center locations. The agency has also processed and mail products generated from more than 270,000 online transactions. Additionally, we have conducted nearly 270,000 in-person, online, and mail hearings, and over 11,000 hearings virtually. In FY 2025, we have inspected more than 97,000 vehicles, including approximately 9,500 conducted at our self-service OBE kiosk at Tacoma Rec Center and more than 1,000 at Fort Stanton. We have titled and registered more than 37,000 vehicles to date this fiscal year and issued more than 75,000 identification card credentials, including driver's license and non-driver's IDs. Now let me briefly describe DMV's proposed budget and projects for the upcoming fiscal year. DMV's FY26 proposed operating budget is $70,784,623, which represents a 2.2% decrease from our FY25 approved operating budget of $72,384,773. The proposed budget is comprised of $62,390,000 in local funds and $8.4 million in special purpose revenues funds. DMV's FY26 capital budget of $12,860,000 is allocated for the continued modernization efforts underway for our licensing and registration system, also known as Destiny, and our ticket processing center system known as eTIMS. In FY26 budget proposed by the mayor, she invests in critical programs at the DMV. Some of the things to note are funding shifts for multiple contractual services from SPR to local in the amount of $2.3 million in the face of decreasing revenue forecast. An increase in local fund budget of an increase to the local funds budget of $1.3 million across divisions to align salaries and fringe benefits with projected costs. A one-time increase of $317,000 to support inspection station consulting and $84,000 for vehicle services tags. In addition, an additional $9.5 million in capital funding for our Destiny Modernization Project, which has a new tentative release date of July 2027. investment of $3.36 million in capital funding for our limited modernization of the ticket processing and adjudication system, also known as ETIMS. I would like to also take a moment to highlight some of the agency's FY25 strategic goals and accomplishments, many of which will continue into FY26. DC DMV joined 41, now 43 other jurisdictions in the state-to-state verification programs to electronically check with all other participating states to see if an individual currently holds a driver's license or identification card in another state. State-to-state also enables states to request another state to surrender or invalidate a credential. By participating in the state-to-state program, DC DMV also now have access to the nationwide driver history record functionality, which supports the concept of one driver, one credential, and one driver history in one state. The implementation of state-to-state also led to an increase in driver history accuracy and completeness, which ultimately supports DMV's mission to support the safe operation of motor vehicles and public safety in the District of Columbia. DC DMV had a 99.9% Real ID compliance rate across all active driver's licenses and identification card holders at the start of the Federal Department of Homeland Security's enforcement on May 7, 2025. This is one of the highest compliance rates in the nation. To enhance ticket information and alert to the public, DMV developed a communication outreach strategy aimed at increasing awareness of the enrollment of the ticket alert system, also known as TASK, by 10% by May of 2025. At the start of FY25, TASK enrollment stood at 116,500 accounts, a 10% increase at our target at 128,150 accounts. At the end of May of 2025, TASK enrollment reached 128,271, meaning we met our goal. In FY25, DC DMV added two new plates to its specialty vehicle tags. We are now offering the We Demand Statehood tag and Pride Lives Here tag. DC DMV continues to make improvements in addition to the agency's DMV continues to make improvements and additions to the agency's free mobile app, which allows you to conduct select DMV transactions from anywhere using a mobile device. We're seeing increased usage of our app with over 128,000 unique downloads and over 4,400 average monthly users this fiscal year. Customers completed roughly 40,750 transactions using their smart devices thus far in fiscal year 2025. We continue to encourage the public to use DMV's app with messaging through our Skip the Trip campaign. The mobile app is free and can be downloaded at Apple's App Store and Google's Play Store by searching DC DMV. DMV is working closely with Octo for the much-needed IT infrastructure and telecommunication upgrade at the DMV's headquarters located at 95 M Street, which serves as the nucleus for all DMV IT functions. The upgrade includes refreshing servers, switches, fiber optic cabling, and comprehensive foundational enhancements to ensure continuity of all DMV operations across all locations. In FY26, DMV will continue to produce marketing material to support the Ignition Interlock IID program, which has produced over 5 million impressions or potential views by reach across social media to date, with the It Could Cost You More Than You Think campaign. DC DMV is proud to support Division Zero principles across the safe driving, associated with safe driving and fostering safer streets for all roadway users. We remain committed to enhancing public awareness and enforcing compliance with DC Code regulations through continued collaboration with our government agency partners and external media partners. DMV has drafted the proposed rulemaking for the Intelligent Speed Assist program, a device installed in vehicles which will actively engage to ensure compliance with local speed limits in alignment with the STEER Act. The rules identify the requirements for enrollment, potential violations, and provider qualifications. DMV has hired a program analyst with the hopes of having the first participants enrolled by October 1, 2025. DMV plans to fully implement the no ticket for stolen vehicles and plate provisions of the STARE Act by July of 2025. Working with our ticket processing vendor, MPD, DDOT, and DPW, we have programmed ETIMS, the ticket processing system, to automatically dismiss tickets to stolen vehicles and tags once we are notified by MPD. In closing, the resources allocated to the DMV will play a critical role in helping the agency to continue to provide outstanding service to district residents and all DMV customers. The council and this committee are critical allies in this effort, and we appreciate your collaboration to ensure we operate efficiently and effectively. We look forward to working together to grow DC this fiscal year and beyond. Thank you for this opportunity to testify, and I look forward to answering any questions you may have.